Hello, friends and listeners, party people. Welcome back to the episode of Party XP. I'm already shorting out here. I'm here live with the boy.
Hello.
Jeff, say hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
It's 3 p.m.
Oh, I know.
It's my 3 a.m.
Sorry. I know.
It's fine, because this is our year-end wrap-up episode. I like these episodes a lot. It's a nice way for us to kind of look back and appreciate what we've done throughout the year.
I agree.
And, it's very relaxed for us. You can come into town, hang out for a little bit, chat, and just reminisce. Good stuff. Makes it sound like the show's ending when I say it like that. But no, we're still going.
No, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's a nice recap to remember, how much we've actually, gone through the year in terms of, making content. And this has been a pretty busy year for us. I feel like we've done actually more episodes this year than we have the last couple of years just because we had a lot of, specials, special announcements, right, that we were, we have to record for this kind of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, a lot of us have to recap on it. And even when I was, kind of looking through the episodes this year, I was like, oh, yeah, we doubled up, a lot of weekends this year. And we definitely started experimenting a little bit with some of the episode formats as well, right? We got a couple more of the very relaxed episodes, right? Where we
very
much talked sports and we kind of broke out of our just pop media kind of stuff, right? Outside of video games, TV shows, movies, so on and so forth. But yeah, man, again, it's been another year.
Yeah, I've been trying to get us to do different things, some more things, and I think 2026, hopefully, with more time in my life, will yield even more new things. Hopefully, you never know. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed some of the new swings that we took. I mean, it seems like people did.
Yeah,
they would listen to a lot of the more newsier content versus the traditional show format. But the show format did still do pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna pull up the Spotify creator bit because obviously everything has their year-end review, so on and so forth, right? Spotify creators has their own one as well too. Some number stuff here, a little bit peek behind. Nothing super. We're not gonna go super in depth, I guess. We're just gonna talk about how we've had. But in terms of audience, we've grown 134%. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in for our episodes. Our new audience is up 1,000%, basically.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, whoa. Dude. All right.
Yeah, we this is a big year for us. Specifically numbers wise, this was a very big year for us. So again, thanks to you guys. We really appreciate it.
Especially compared to last year. Yeah.
Bit of a lull. Not low. We still grew last year.
Right.
But the sheer number was kind of
not compared to this.
Yeah.
No.
Total followers, we are up 28% again. Thank you guys. Up 35% in terms of total listening time. So you guys are actually, I guess we're retaining your guys' attention. So that that's good for. I guess we're doing a pretty okay job. Our top episode from this year, 2025. Well, technically last year. This will be coming out on whatever. From 2025 was episode 66, Poke Rogue.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. Anything Pokemon related.
Yeah. I mean, that was a fun episode. It was fair because again, it was a bit of a surprise for me. I'm not a Pokemon hater per se.
Right.
I just thought that I kind of outgrew it, but coming back to it and kind of only just playing the combat part of the game really kind of brought me back in.
Yeah,
it's fun. So I liked it a lot. And yeah, you're right. Anything Pokemon kind of tends to have a bit of extra pull. 23 countries reached overall. So let's see what they. Oh yeah, because I remember I used to. Who was the one random one before? We used to have Australia really up there before, and I think it was Portugal. Let's see. This year was the U.S. as number 1. No surprise there. The U.K. number 2. Tuesday. 3 in Canada.
Craft dinner.
There you go. 4 Germany and 5 Brazil. Ooh, Brazil.
Ooh, Brazil.
Thank you guys. Appreciate again. We're Mr. Worldwide's Misters Worldwide. I don't know.
Mordecai's are number 1.
We are a top 10 show for 43 fans, a top 5 for 23 fans, and number 1 show for 3 fans. Again, thank you guys so much. 20% of you guys binge 2 or more episodes in one day. I mean, we joke about how we like to hear ourselves talk. I'm surprised that people actually can stand us for more than an hour. And this is okay. Shows what other shows or artists our fans listen to. Toby Fox, surprising actually, number 1 for Toby Fox up there. George Rivera Herons. Okay, that actually lines up with one of the things that I was into this year, or kind of hyper fixated on. Kendrick Lamar, Sleep Token, and Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny? Okay, cool.
What a 3 artists there.
Yeah, right. I mean, Toby Fox up there for the video game music as well, too, so there we go. Yeah, sick. Audiobooks. I guess you guys listen to audiobooks. This is kind of a weird thing, I guess. The Way of Kings, Starship Troopers, The Great Gatsby, Darth Plagueis, and Liebig werden und 10 Schritten.
All right, Germany guys, we get it.
Ooh, okay. That's kind of wild. That's up there. Thank you, Germany fans, I guess, because they were the top 5, right? So thank you guys, I guess.
Yes.
Top shows that you guys also listen to: Creepcast, Joe Rogan Experience, Castle Super Beast, Legends of Evantress, and the Joe Budden podcast.
Nice.
Again, a pretty wide swing here.
Yeah,
for a
right.
lot. Thanks for even keeping us in your rotation. If that's how wide your guys' taste is. Pretty much it for that one. Thank you guys again for tuning in for that one. That's our Spotify cast. So again, we want to acknowledge you guys for the constant support you guys are always giving out to us.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess we'll get started on our own personal stuff for this year. You actually, since we just did a whatever in review, you want to do ours then? The Steam ones?
Yeah,
okay.
as well.
Cool. You want to start first? Because I'm assuming yours is less than mine. Because I just due to
time,
yeah, availability.
I played 33 games this year, which is a shock.
Is that up or down from last year?
Up from last year.
Let's
11
go.
more games than last year. 18 new games, 13 demos, 1 playtest.
Damn. Killer.
Balatro was my number 1. Master Duel was my second, which is funny because I didn't play Master Duel after September. I burned myself out. Remember how we played Destiny for so much?
Yeah.
Before Witch Queen came out, and then we just stopped playing it because we were so burnt out. That's basically what I did with Yu-Gi-Oh.
But you were grinding for a minute though. I do remember that.
I've been grinding for like 2 years, and I just I'm burnt out.
Got it.
And then Street Fighter 6 was my 3rd most played game of the year. I feel like if I started a little earlier, Digimon would have been up there because I've been just grinding that game, trying to finish it over the past couple of weeks. It's by far my most played game in November and December.
I mean, it's a big story game, right? So yeah,
Yes.
you have to dump time into it, so that's understandable.
Exactly. And, for the time I don't have, right?
Yeah.
Played 7 demos. I played the first Berserker demo, Clover Pit, Kero Quest we did an episode on, ZPF I did an article on, Gigasword you talked about during your PAX trip. It was also a video that I put up a while back. What else can I say to use here? That's really about it. And then it just breaks down by month what I was playing. But that was it.
Okay. I mean, still, you had an up in numbers from last year, which is always nice.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah. Okay, so pull up mine then. Okay. Oof. I have 81 games played this year.
Okay.
9 more than last year.
Okay.
And this year, I have made a specific focus to actually play some of my backlog. I have 49 new games.
Okay.
And I think they treat new games as games you've never played before.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I've bought a bunch of games, but I definitely didn't buy 49. But I've definitely played a bunch of games, and I actually rolled credits on a bunch this year. So 49 new games, and I have 5 demos. And technically, I was in 1 playtest. I did the PUBG one. They have an extraction shooter coming out. 381 achievements unlocked. 137 more than last year. To be fair, there's a lot of I've been playing a lot of Survivor likes let's see. The first 3 that show up on here was Slay the Spire, Mega Bonk, and Balatro. So those have a lot of achievements on them. 31% on mouse and keyboard, 69% with controller. Nice.
There you go. Nice.
To be fair, I think I've mentioned it a couple times at this point. A lot of my gaming is done at lunch with my coworkers, where I'm playing on my Steam Deck. And this is the fun one. Just to see how you compare. The Steam median for achievements is 11 in a year.
Oh God.
Steam median for games in a year is 4.
Right.
I have 81.
And
my longest streak of days is mine was 41. The median is 6.
I have 6. I have 6 is always my highest.
You're a normal person.
Well, because I don't play Sundays.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
If I had a Steam Deck, I would definitely have.
Yeah, I get it.
But I don't.
My breakdown is majority of it is this year is actually action roguelike because of Mega Bonk, and I played a lot of Vampire Survivors again, which are roguelikes, but they're action roguelikes, not like a roguelike deck builder like Slay the Spire or so on and so forth.
Right.
So let's see, top played: Slay the Spire 18%, Mega Bonk 12%, Balatro 6%, Helldiver 6%. Yeah, definitely had a bit of a craze with that one. Oh, it's funny because Uma Musume shows up here, but it doesn't. But obviously, doesn't count how much I played on my phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably accounting for on my phone in terms of overall playtime, it'd probably be close to Mega Bonk, I would assume, because Mega Bonk did take over my life for a couple days.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find that on Samsung. Hang on. Let me try to find that real fast.
Yeah, most of my games were played on Steam Deck. No surprise there.
Sorry, I just hit the phone with the microphone with
good.
my can. Sorry. Arizona sponsor the pod.
Please. 41-day streak, and I played 18 different games during that streak.
All right, hang on. Trying to find how many hours I've played Dragon Ball this year. You want to hear my total playtime on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle?
Sure.
Now, keep in mind, been playing for 10 years.
Okay, fair.
Take a shot. How many hours?
10 years. I'm assuming you play this in like 10 to 30-minute chunks?
Sure.
Okay. Let's say like 4,000 hours.
Oh, 2,206 hours.
Still very high. Still a lot.
Yeah, still a lot. Let's see. We could do Uma Musume. So I have 30 hours into Uma Musume.
There you go.
Which would have been second to Balatro. Balatro I had 71 hours in.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Like Balatro, we specifically did for the pod, and then you also got very pulled into it when that came out.
Yeah. I just kept playing it. It was the perfect game to have up while I'm doing other stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
that makes sense. This is a big year for mobile gaming for me. Like a surprisingly big year for mobile gaming for me. Because as you know, I said before, like my mobile gaming is like having like ports onto my phone. You know what I mean, or like emulators.
Right.
So me having a couple actual mobile games on my phone was also pretty surprising. But yeah, it's been a lot. I played a lot this year, and I was surprised to see that my numbers are up from last year, considering how much I thought I played last year already.
Right.
So, but yeah, big numbers for me. Let's get to our usual year-end review questions. Personal favorite episode. You want to start? Or you want me to start?
I have it up. Hang on.
Okay.
I will. My personal favorite, I'll just start, was Dragon Ball Daima, because like Daima, for me, like just getting to talk about Dragon Ball here was like the best part for me this year, and kind of that series being that love letter to Dragon Ball, the last series that Toriyama had input on, like it was a big deal. So for me, that was my number one.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes perfect sense. And again, yeah, it was a very, very fun episode for that one. For me, was episode 97, just chatting on an NFL Sunday.
Yeah.
Because that was like the most chill episode we've ever had to record.
Right.
We were on the sofa. I was full of steak. And we watched the Giants lose.
Watched the Eagles lose.
So we were both kind of like miserable.
Right.
But like, it was vibes.
Yep.
It was pure vibes that day. So I was perfectly fine with it. Yeah, even though we didn't really talk about anything really.
Anything of substance, right?
Yeah. I think I made a couple cold shots on the possibility of the Mavericks this year.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we count those during the rights or wrongs of the episode. Of our points, by the way.
No, I doubt it.
Okay, because I feel like we should keep those strictly to like game talk or movie talk. I think, or at least most of the pop media stuff we talk about. Next question. Favorite episode suggested to you? For me, I would throw out the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
Because it's been a game that I've been meaning to play for a long time. And the fact that John and I got to just like really go into like how absurd and how cool this game is. And how I had an existential crisis halfway through the gameplay. It made me just like kind of reassess how I look at video games.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, do I acknowledge that I am just the hamster on the wheel, just like just doing whatever I'm told to do or whatever, or like I'm a little test monkey. You know what I mean? You tell me to do something, like okay, here's a little treat, dangle something in front of me, and I'm like, okay, I'll go get it. I guess I'll go do it. I really like that one. It was a bit of a weirder game experience, so I had to throw that out there for my favorite, personal favorite for this year.
Yeah, like I'd have to say, like obviously I can't say what I said about the Steam replay and then not say Balatro, but like whenever we talk John Wick, it's always fun. Yeah. So like I'm kind of stuck in between those two.
Yeah, it's fine. You can have multiple if you want to.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Balatro was really fun this year.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, I let you loose on this kind of game. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, here you go. Where you've been kind of chomping at the bit to like, please let me play it already so we can get to it on the podcast.
Right. I just figured it would be worth it to play it on the podcast.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, least enjoyed suggestion of the year.
I don't think it's a shocker that it was Shadowrunner, but like, or Ghost Runner, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But like I said back then, and I'll say it again too. If I had more time, I'd probably like it more, but I just don't have the time for it.
Yeah, no, I get it. For me was Katanaut.
Yeah.
I don't hate the game. It's not like how you gave me Yu-Gi-Oh last year, and all I did was bitch about how much Yu-Gi-Oh sucks ass. This is more just like I delved a little bit deeper because I got into now the second boss cell of it. So I've gotten even towards technically the third difficulty because it's 0, 1, 2, and I'm still not feeling the abilities in the game. And the abilities are cool. They feel really good. They're animated very nicely. I think it's more of like changing them up, I guess, is where I feel off by. Where I was incentivized to like drop my gear in Dead Cells. I'm just gonna use that as against the heart because it's the closest comparison that I have to it. Where I can pick up an ability or an item in Dead Cells, and it's like it's so much stronger than what I've got now that it incentivizes me to try out different shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Versus this one where it's more just like, oh no, I might as well keep leveling up the thing that I've got.
Yep.
I think if they got rid of the leveling up the thing you've currently got, or made it less likely to show up, I would have liked it a little bit more. But a lot of my runs tended to feel very samey towards the end of my, after the more that I played with it.
Yeah.
The difficulties, I acknowledged it and I did it in like post records or like editing records.
Right.
Where the difficulty answer was there once we did the boss cells, because it made more attack patterns for the bosses,
Right.
and kind of changed up a little bit more, and made the levels not feel as the same, because obviously I'm also getting different quirks for the regular enemies. But again, just the variety wasn't there for me. That's kind of my main issue with the game. Again, doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy it. It's just like my least enjoyed for this year. But yeah, again, also the game's still in development, right?
Yeah,
so
technically.
like, there's still more expanding. They announced that they're still working on the game. So I'm not knocking it for what it is. There's gonna be more coming out. Just right now, currently, that's all it was for me. Okay, this year episode we'd like to redo or retcon. Do you have anything this year?
Nah, I was happy with everything. I thought.
If I had to throw one out, I'd probably throw out episode 86 or 93. And both of those are sports episodes.
Oh, okay.
And I made calls on the Dallas Mavericks. And I had to eat shit.
Yep.
One of the hard calls that I said was we're probably the best team in Texas.
Oh.
And
you're not the best team in, I think probably their NBA G League affiliate is better.
Yeah. Well, so like it's starting to click finally. But like, damn, Wemby came out of the gate just swinging. The Rockets are a monster
really good.
team.
The Rockets are really good.
We came out with this whole Cooper Flag as our point guard thing. It was a weird experiment. I think it does help in the long run, but in the beginning, it just kind of hurt our overall standings and the vibes of the team. Nico got fired, and then we started winning.
Yep, there it is.
And then 80's back at the 5. Coop's actually not the point guard anymore, and we found was it Nemhard's now our the 2-way contract. Nemhard is on our starting point guard now. It's coming up, but we definitely had a rough start, and I think like me being trying, I think a bit of it was copium of just being like, we've got a good team on paper kind of thing, you know what I mean? But it's like once in practice, it's like, ooh, this is rough. And if I could just erase my copium or possible kind of going crazy, it would be nice to just not have to deal with it ever again.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing in terms of like media or anything we touched into, really. Like nothing that I have to redo or retcon. But yeah, just my sports teams, and I've just been eating shit. That's all it really is.
Right.
Okay. Favorite pieces of media we've enjoyed this year outside of the podcast. Game. Have you played anything else outside of the podcast?
So for me, obviously, it's been Digimon a lot. I'll probably spare you from that because that's a lot of game to play.
Maybe you'll do like a single player retrospective kind of thing.
I could.
Yeah, you could do that.
I could.
So that way you can do it for the people who do like that series.
Yeah. No, I could definitely do that. I'd be happy to do that. And I think one other game that, as of right now, isn't on the podcast, but I think is one that's going to get its own episode pretty soon, is Clover Pit. Because I played a lot of Clover Pit when it came out.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in a minute, but I know once we play it for the show, I'm gonna play it a lot more again.
Yep.
Just anything where I can just gamble unhinged, I'm gonna play a lot of.
Yeah.
Between like Balatro and this, like the casino roguelikes, like I'm gonna play. Like if somebody just gives me like a Baccarat or a Blackjack roguelike.
Yeah, there's a couple slots roguelikes out now, right? There was one that came out like 3 years ago that was very big when it came out. Clover Pit, I think, was kind of like the popularity follow up to like a Balatro.
People like the aesthetic, I think, too, because it's got that mysterious kind of aesthetic, like like Balatro
or Buckshot Roulette.
and Buckshot Roulette
Yeah,
too.
that was my unhinged gambling.
Yeah.
Killing myself.
Oh yeah, I could play that too. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that's one of the episodes is a little, peek into the future here for you guys. I have not touched it because I'm waiting for Jeff to throw it out for me on a goddamn episode.
Yeah, all
And
right.
I'm just chomping at the bit.
Sounds good.
We'll get around to it. We'll get around to it hopefully relatively soon.
Soon. Very soon.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, you've been playing some stuff outside. I mean, you did say you were playing more this year than last year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for me, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I've been really getting into. Been into throughout the year. Star Vaders, it really like clicked with me recently.
Okay.
That was the Space Invader roguelike essentially.
Okay.
It's like turn based, right? It's kind of like Mega Man Battle Network almost, like top down version of it. I played it a little bit at PAX, and then I remember like taking a break from it, and then when it came out, I finally picked it up and I played it, and I was like, okay, so like I'm still not really clicking at the moment. And then within the last like 2 months, it had really like kind of sunk its teeth into me, and I've started winning a bunch of runs in a row. So like I'm kind of got that break through that early beginning point of the game. Echo Point Nova is another one that I'm playing this year. This came out last year, I believe, but it is a first-person shooter, 1 to 4 player co-op game. I've been playing it solo, but it is basically like imagine Titanfall meets Ghost Runner meets Shadow of the Colossus. You're fighting these like really big. I think it's in the later part of the game, but for the most part, it's like really fast first person jumping from like floating island to floating island game.
Go on.
Really fast first person shooter, kind of like Severed Steel as well too, where you kind of slow down time, and it's just really fun, fast first person movement shooter. Basically, it's
That's
like
cool.
It is very incentivized to let you just kind of go out and move while you're like shooting shit.
Okay.
If you're a fan of like Titanfall, Quake, kind of that like really fast, high speed first person shooter game. Yeah, this one, Echo Point Nova, again 1 to 4 player, very very cool. I have not gotten anyone else to play it with me because I feel like it's just like a name. One, like no one's gonna remember this name ever. It just doesn't stick out to anything. You know what I mean? Also, not a lot of people that I know have this hyperfixation with like movement shooters like I do. I think that's the biggest thing. Escape from Duckov.
Yeah,
this came out of nowhere this year. It's from a Chinese company, right? It's just like third person top down extraction shooter.
Nice,
but you're a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Really casual extraction shooter. And it's funny how it blew up because Escape from Tarkov this year was having a really rough year because they finally came out with the Steam release. The cheater problem had not been fixed. There was a lot of server issues like desyncing happening for a while. Everyone's like, "Fuck it, I'm playing a solo single player version of this game."
Right.
A little goofy, but it's fun. You know what I mean? You actually enjoy yourself instead of hating yourself the entire time you're playing it.
The change.
Yeah. And for a game that again you feel miserable when you lose everything, it's like whatever, going out there again, right? Why not? Because it just feels less like not as high stakes. You know what I mean? You don't feel as miserable doing so. Okay, last two for me for this year, games wise, is Mega Bonk.
Naturally.
Damn, this really clicked for me. 3D Vampire Survivors game. This game is super fun. I've unlocked basically everyone except for one now. And that just because it requires me to unlock another weapon before getting them.
Okay.
But I dumped time into this for over September, October. I basically played this every day, just straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great because I can just sit in Discord, kind of stream it to my friends, and
just chill out.
Yeah, and I can just talk throughout the entire time while playing it. So not a worry for missing out on anything while I'm playing. And then this is a very very late addition to my most played this year, or personal favorite piece of media that I played this year. Battlefield Red Sec.
Oh, okay.
I'm back to the Battle Royales. Apex was very bad this year. I have been burnt out on COD for the last 2 years now. I haven't touched COD in 2 years. And then I just saw my friends playing this in Discord, and I was like, this actually looks pretty good. I'll give it a shot. And initially I was going to be like, oh, I'll probably just play this for a week with my friends because they're all playing it.
Right.
And I'll stop. It has been very fun to kind of hop back in with friends and be dumb and do dumb shit. Am I bad? Yes. I'm very rusty. But it doesn't feel as bullshitty as COD.
That's a relief.
It's not the same part of the it doesn't tickle the same part of my brain that Apex does. But I've been having fun with it. You know, I've kind of enjoyed just being a casual shooter at this point. You know what I mean? I'm no longer the ranked, sweaty fuck that I used
Yep.
to be.
Yep.
I just don't have the time for it anymore. And also, like,
Same.
dealing with super toxic people on my teams and whatever, I'm over it. This is fun to just play with your friends, just having fun with it. I found the happy medium, right? Because you know the jokes. I've been getting a lot of them recently. I don't know if it's being targeted. It's like, you know, gaming when you're over 30. I'm not an old man. Still got
Right.
it. I'm still out here throwing down. But like I found the nice balance of not having to be super sweaty and being super casual.
Yep.
I found it for myself anyway.
That's a relief.
Any movies this year for you?
I saw a movie in theaters.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure I've seen multiple, but the only movie I remember seeing is Now You See Me 3, which is like the perfect popcorn, just sit and watch on a big screen. Now You See
That
Me,
was
the
the magician heist movie, right?
Yeah.
How was that one? I heard.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, because I liked one. I liked one a lot.
Yeah, 1 and 2 I thought were good, and
Yeah.
3 was just good. It was the perfect, like I said.
Same cast or no?
Yeah, everybody's back.
Sick. I completely forgot that came out this year.
Yeah.
I do want to watch that because I did like 1 and 2 a lot.
Yeah, and that was it. Like, I just sat and ate popcorn and watched the movie.
Yeah,
Didn't
turn your
think too
brain off a
much,
little bit, right?
That was all that I did. I don't think I've seen anything else in theaters this year. I don't really know
Was
if I've
Deadpool
watched.
and Wolverine this year? That was last year.
Was it? I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know time.
Yeah, I
Hold
know.
on. Oh, that was last year.
It was last year.
That was
Okay.
last year.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it last year.
I hope so,
Okay,
because
yeah.
if not, we should.
We definitely should have. Yeah. Yeah. This year I didn't watch a whole lot of movies personally. I did watch. I did finally watch specifically Wicked 1 and Wicked 2.
There you go.
So I didn't watch Wicked 1 Wicked Part 1 last year
Right.
because my favorite song is in the second act or the second half of Wicked,
Okay.
post intermission. My opinion, the best song in the musical,
Okay.
which is just for good. Like, you know, it's the emotional duet at the end basically.
Mm.
And I was like, I'm not waiting a whole fucking year
Right.
to hear my favorite song.
Right.
And I was like, I'm just gonna watch part 1 before I go to the theater, and then I caught part 2. And it's like exactly what I wanted to do. I think I made the right choice because I remember some friends who had never seen Wicked
Right.
on Broadway, like as I have, they're like, oh yeah, it was pretty good. And I was like, there's still a what was your favorite song? They were like, oh, Define Gravity, like the last song. I was like,
Of course.
what?
Everybody's favorite song.
The last song? Yeah, the last song in the movie.
Right.
There's a whole second part, my guy. Like nothing's been resolved yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that was the only, I guess, notable movie for me watching this
Yeah,
year. At least
yeah.
at least in the theaters, anyway. I don't know. I just don't. I like going to the movies to watch movies, but I think nothing this year really pulled me in as hard as last year.
Right.
Okay. So move it down a little more casual, I guess, and not having to go to the movie theater to go see it. Any shows you watched this year?
No.
Anything new?
I don't watch shows.
No?
I don't do anything. I watch sports and I watch YouTube, and that's
Okay,
it.
Fair.
Sorry.
I started Ted Lasso.
There you go.
That's really good. I don't have Apple, so
Yeah.
I've had to acquire it.
Right.
I finally started Stranger Things.
I wanted to watch King of the Hill. I never got around to it.
The
The
reboot.
reboot. Yeah.
I've seen clips and it looks really funny.
It does look
The
really
writing
funny.
has not dulled at all. It's still
Right.
very, very good writing. So I should start watching it more again. But yeah, Stranger Things. I finally started it after 20 years. It feels like.
Yeah, right.
It's one of those shows that I kind of knew I was gonna like no matter what. And then I think that was a season 5 came out recently, so I was like, I might as well just start it now. Just start chipping away at it. But yeah, Stranger Things was there, and then I had 2 animes that I watched this season or 2 this year that I really liked. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It is a romantic comedy. It is very wholesome, like insanely wholesome, pulls at the heartstrings kind of thing. Very good. And Call of the Night season 2. It's a manga that I enjoyed reading, and I actually ended up watching the anime. A lot of times, I don't. If I'm reading the manga, I don't tend to watch the anime because I prefer reading.
Right.
But this one, the
Gotcha.
voice acting is really good. So I do enjoy seeing the characters being brought to life. So I was like, why not? Absolutely. Any reading you've done this year? Anything? Okay.
Oh, I just gave Lakan like a look. Like,
Yeah.
I can't watch shows. I'm going to read.
Yeah. A little 10, 20 minutes before, bedtime. Something. Get off your phone,
No. 10, 20 minutes before bedtime, I get into bed, I put my head on the pillow, and I fall asleep.
Fair.
I'm a
Yeah,
parent. I have a child.
yeah, fair. You're still in dad life. Um, for me, I ended up rereading the Odyssey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I had a hyperfixation
Okay.
on Epic the Musical.
Okay.
So I was like, it's a musical written about the Odyssey, obviously.
Yeah. Of course.
And I was like, I should reread this because it's been a minute since I read it. I haven't read it since like early college, like
Yeah.
late high school. And I was like, sure, why not? And then I was like, okay. And then I kind of like slamming through it in like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. Kind of shit, kind of like, a couple books a night kind of thing.
Right. Been
And
there.
on the plane, right, to when I was
Oh, yeah.
visiting Gabe. So I was like, I have a couple hours, why not? After I finished watching Puss in Boots. So I was like, all high media, clearly.
Right, of course.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like not exactly a fun read, but
No.
it's like, but obviously, like, I like exercising the brain again a little bit. You know what I mean? So
Right,
like,
of course.
I ended up rereading that and Dante's Inferno again.
Oh, wow. All
So
right.
just kind of like all rereads, and also they're different. Well, technically, yeah, technically they're rereads, but I did read different versions.
Okay, so it's
So
like,
in translations and
yep.
the interpretations, and then I ended up reading not to sound like I'm a fucking hoity-toity big brain guy because I'm still really dumb. I ended up reading the Slab finally from Gears of War.
Oh,
His
all
Gabe
right.
edited a copy. He gave it back to me, or he gave me a copy
Okay.
when I was flying back home, and like after like a week or two, I started chipping away at it again. Same thing. Like it's right there. You can see it on the bookshelf. It's a pretty
Oh,
thick
yeah, there
book,
it is.
surprisingly.
Wow, that is a big book.
Yeah, it's surprisingly thick, but it's a relatively easy read. Obviously it's like an action. It's basically an action read, basically for the most
Right.
part, and a little bit of drama. But yeah, I was like, I'm trying to get back into reading a little bit more this year because I felt myself last year really starting to like, ooh, like I'm rotting. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I understand.
it's hard for me to. It was hard for me to read articles last year. That's how bad it was.
Oh, yeah. No.
So I was
Not
like,
good.
ooh, I need to like actually actively practice reading, which is kind of sad to say at this point, right? As a grown ass man,
No. With all the shit that we have
that shortens our
demands
attention
our
span.
attention, right, and demands it and pries us away from actual meaningful content.
Yeah,
Like, you do forget sometimes that you should probably do something like good with your
yeah.
mind.
Maybe like refocus a little bit. That's kind of like what I needed to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is funny because I pride myself on being a guy who doesn't read.
Right.
It's kind of a bit more or less than for our group
Right.
chat. But like, the fact that I started getting to the point, I was like, ooh, maybe I don't know how to read
Yeah.
for a little while. I was like, let me start bringing them back a little bit, where it's like I'm actually having difficulty now. So
And I love how you started like, oh, I need to remember how to read. Let me start with these two Greek epics.
yeah,
And like
yeah,
instead of just like something easy. Like
yeah.
let me just slam through, 3,500 pages of Greek
Well,
mythology.
it's funny because like last year I did, what was it, the Batman, the history of Batman book, which was
Okay.
which was a really fun read.
Not bad.
And then what was the other one that I read? Oh, last year was a big year for audiobooks for me. That's why. So like
Okay.
ended up reading a couple things as well, along with like reading the books. So that's or listening to them. So I had more fun stuff last year. This year was more just like, let me kind of get into some other stuff this year in comparison. In terms of fun reads though, do I even have anything in terms of fun reads this year? Did I just make myself miserable?
Right. I think you did.
Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. Because I do have a couple books on what's that thing? Kindle.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Because for the most part, I mean, you see, I have a shelf. I do have actual books.
Right.
I prefer having actual books because
Correct.
in terms of carrying and all this other shit. Let's see. Let me pull up what I had on Kindle. Did I have anything here? Oh, it was Jason Schreier's book, Press Reset.
All right.
That one. I mean, because obviously it's based around it's focused on video games, so that was a bit.
Right.
I'm about halfway through that one. I'm still trying to chip through it at the moment, but it's been a pretty interesting read so far. And then the other one was, I think I was reading a Star Wars thing for a little bit, like the history of Star Wars kind of thing. Oh, duh! I finally read this one, The Halo: The Fall of Reach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, again,
Huh.
just like fun video game book. You know what I mean?
Right.
Actually, well, pretty well written for a guy who doesn't read a whole lot, I guess. Of like other, other fiction or other books.
Right.
So I don't really have a whole lot to compare it against. But in terms of a read, I liked it. I don't know. I don't even know when it came out, but I only read it recently, so
So it counts.
This year counts.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's 5 for me. That's more than last year. More
Right.
than me actually reading
It's 5 more than me.
Okay. Next thing. Any favorite gadget or gear this year that you ended up picking up?
Could have sworn, but no.
Nothing
No.
this year?
No, I didn't pick anything up. I just use the same stuff I always use. I don't know.
I got this one just recently.
What is that?
The
Oh, wow.
MCon controller.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
So I was a backer for it from last year, end of last year I think it was, or super early this year. It is a Bluetooth controller. It slides out like the old Sidekick phone or like the old Android phones, right? When we first started getting Android and smartphones.
Yeah.
The Sony Xperia phone or whatever it's called, right? The gaming phone or the PSP Go, basically.
Yeah.
It's cool. I only got it like earlier this week, basically. It's fun. The top part pops out, so it has a stand for the phone if you want to do it this way.
Right.
Sure, we're here. Still plays wirelessly. I believe it has a gyro in it. It has just been kind of like another way for me to get and carry my controller with me. Makes it easier for me to carry a controller with me if I'm like going out and about, basically. And then I bought these 2 things for myself as a little gift since I had a holiday bonus.
Oh, there you go.
The pocket operators. They're little sample pads, basically.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I thought it was a calculator.
Yeah, right. That's kind of the whole point. They look exactly like that. There's a little cover on them. If you take that off, it just looks kind of basically like a PCB. One's a sample pad. The other one is a drum pad, basically. They're cool. They're from Teenage Engineering. They've been out for years at this point. I showed you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The Street Fighter ones or whatever.
Yes, Street Fighter and the Mega Man one that came out that were collectibles, and now they're $300, and that's what I get for not buying them in the first place. Yeah, I mean, being a music guy, it's nice to have a fun little toy that is actually usable as well.
Right.
It's fun. Just kind of make little rhythms to it and kind of sample stuff and kind of make fun stuff with it. Yeah, this year I tried not to spend as much money as I do usually on dumb toys. So I was like, I'm gonna buy things that I'm going to actually use this year. I slowed down on my retro video game collecting.
Right.
I had to. I noticed around June, birthday time. I was like, I'm gonna treat myself. Do that 5 or 6 times in a row.
Right. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I had to just kind of slow myself down. Let me buy things that I'm actually going to use instead of just collecting.
Right. No, I get it completely. And it's funny. So like the closest thing that I have to like a new quote unquote gadget is just playing more games on like retro hardware. Just playing like more games on the SP.
Yeah, I get you.
So like that's been fun.
You ever consider modifying your SP or not?
I need to.
Yeah.
I need to do the screen. I want to do
the IPS, the light up IPS screen.
Yeah.
The better
lit
up
screen for one of them, either the SP or the Advance or the Game Boy Color.
I recommend the Advance personally.
Yeah, the regular Advance.
The Advance has a more comfortable form factor, in my opinion.
I do. I agree.
And it has a headphone jack.
Yeah, it does.
It's nice to have.
And my very rare Game Boy headphones that I have.
Oh, you have those?
I have the Game Boy headphones.
Sick.
The foam coverings for the ears have completely disintegrated.
Ah, okay.
So it is sitting in a Ziploc bag right now.
Okay.
Because it got all over my desk. But I'm like, I don't want to throw them out.
I'm sure you could find a replacement for them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or I just play with no sound like I always do.
That's true. You can do that too. But yeah, like because I've done the Game Boy Advance, not the SP, the regular one, the Advance one. My coworker has done one now on like his Color, his Advance, and his SP, and his DMG.
Yeah.
So he's done everything now.
Yeah.
I remember him saying the SP was a little bit annoying, but his is like clear green and looks sick.
Yeah, that's true.
It's sick. I don't want to deal with the hinge. So I was like, I'm going to just be happy with my Advance.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is just to have something modernize these things. Because I still love them. They still work great. They're still important to me. But, like, why would I play on these when I can play on newer hardware?
Yeah.
But the point is to play on the old stuff. So to give it that new coat of paint, I think would be well appreciated. Maybe modify it, like paint it a little bit, give it a new color or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was a funny thing this year because I kind of got him into more revitalizing some of our old equipment.
Yeah.
He went on like a rabbit hole of like buying like $15 Game Boys, like DMGs off of eBay.
Right.
Like, oh, it's broken. And then he takes his soldering iron, just like, oh no, just reflow the solder. It works perfectly fine again. You know what I mean? Like the screens were like quote unquote broken.
Right.
And he's like $15, $10, $5, whatever. Just get off your hands, fixes it. ended up becoming like, oh, I'm gonna flip this for like 40, $50 now, and
Yeah.
it gets it goes to some of the retro shops. He came along for a couple retro hunts, and bought a couple like emulator consoles for himself for a couple games.
Not
So,
bad.
it was kind of fun.
Not bad.
And we also, of course, bring it to work and mess around with it.
Right, of course. The fun part.
It's just fun. You know what I mean? Why not? Show off your cool collection to your friends. Most played games this year. I mean, well, I guess we technically kind of covered this in the
with all that.
Yeah, in the Steam recap. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I didn't play on Steam.
Right. I don't think so either.
Yeah. Again, for me, just because it technically was on the board for me for Steam, but a lot of my phone, and you talked about it before, was Uma Musume.
Yeah.
Like, we did it. To be fair, we did it for the podcast, but again, it's stuck.
Yeah,
we're still playing it.
Yeah, it did.
And I guess on phone for me, let's see, what do I have on my phone at the current moment? The usual Slay the Spire. Oh, Into the Breach. I played a lot of Into the Breach this year.
Okay.
Because I still haven't gotten around to picking up my copy of what was it? Advance Wars.
Oh,
Remember the remake on the Switch? I just didn't care. It's been years at this point.
Yeah.
And I played the original ones on the Game Boy Advance when I modded my Game Boy Advance.
Right.
So I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's all I need. But I was like, ooh, Into the Breach.
Yeah.
It's basically Starship Troopers meets Advance Wars meets roguelike. So I was like, it's been out for a couple years now at this point, but it's a perfect phone game. But yeah, like my phone in terms of, I guess it's just in terms of like not on Steam. Slay the Spire, 20 minutes till dawn, which is like a twin stick Vampire Survivors like.
Right.
And Into the Breach. That'll probably be it. Oh, I did also finally play Shredder's Revenge, by the way.
Yes, you did.
Because it was on Netflix.
Yep. So, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Same as Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania Plus. It was on Netflix, so I ended up just playing it there.
Sonic Mania is pretty good too.
Also very good. Very, very good. Finally got around to playing it. I think there's a couple differences between that and the
original
Steam version or whatever the full-fledged release is.
Yeah.
But it's still really good.
Yeah.
So,
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I enjoyed that one a lot. But yeah, so that's most plays this year. Biggest surprise. Something you may have stumbled upon, threw on, been recommended. Didn't expect to like it, but ended up really enjoying it. Daima.
Yeah.
Because, like, not that I was ready to shit on it or ready to kind of like dismiss it, but I was surprised I think it's because I was surprised that it was a Dragon Ball energy of a show. You know what I mean? It's like perfect. You know what I mean? This is more of that fun kind of like, I mean, it still has an overarching episode, obviously, storyline, but like, it had more of that kind of whimsy to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I really liked from the original Dragon Ball show.
Yep. Completely understood. I kind of figured if you told me in January that, your second biggest mobile game that you played would be a game about little horse girls running around a track, I'd probably be like, yeah, that sounds pretty funny, but I had no idea.
A roguelike visual novel as well, on top of it.
Basically, yeah. I probably would have been like, probably, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably been the biggest surprise for my gaming. Like, I kind of knew I would like Balatro. I knew I would like Clover Pit. Even though Clover Pit kind of like came out, and then I was like, oh, I forgot about this. Let me play this.
I'll get around to it eventually, and then you did, but it's like...
Oh, and then it was just like 3 weeks of just, let's go gambling.
Yeah.
Let's go gambling. And so those were kind of two things that aren't surprising, but I think it was a surprise of how much I played them. Yeah. That was really the big surprise.
I guess I could throw that in. For me, it's not really surprising. You know me. I'm a D-Gen weeb.
Yeah.
That's absolutely my shit.
Right.
So, like, I think that's why for me it was a little like, I was like, oh, I know I'm going to like this.
That's what I figured, too.
I'm scared to get down the rabbit hole.
If I told myself, hey, you're going to play this horse girl gotcha game, I was going to be like, well, yeah, of course I'm going to play it. What the fuck? But I didn't think
liking it is a very different story.
And continuing to play it even more, I think, is the biggest surprise, and not just, like, dropping it like every other mobile game that I've had. Like, oh God, Naruto Ninja Blazing, Puzzles and Dragons 3 times, One Piece Treasure Cruise, all the Digimon games that came and went, Pokemon Masters EX, like always like the other game that isn't Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends. Like all the other mobile games that have been on this phone next to Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle.
Passing like flings. You know what I mean? You just got
Right.
a little bit of dating here and there, and you're like,
Right.
move on to the next one.
But you always go back to number one. But this one stuck around a little while.
Let's see here. Something you'd recommend to the audience, whether it's a piece of content or media, anything you want, anything you recommend this
Go
year.
play the fucking Horse Girl game.
Please, honestly, like there's a reason why we did like an actual 2 episodes on it.
Right.
Like, because initially we kind of like acknowledge how absurd the game was in the beginning of us getting into it.
Yeah.
And then like the holy shit down the rabbit hole we got down there.
Right.
When we like, oh, we're experiencing like the careers of these horses through these anime girls,
Right.
basically. I brought on my friend Janelle, who is a full on DGen, way more
Right.
DGen than I am.
Except, Suzuka, my favorite horse, who died in 4 races.
Yeah. So we had to like go in.
Right.
We had to go in on this on this property like twice just to get into it. Yeah, go check out Umu Musume.
Right.
Like, that is a high standard now for us to throw out there for like, oh man, this is a hell of a product. It is clearly made with a lot of love. And it's starting to get really horny because now the West has gotten a hold of it, basically.
Yeah, man. well, they put out the first set of summer outfits.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
we finally got around to it. And like, oh, we are following the same roadmap as they are, like as they were in Japan.
Yeah.
Ooh, once these are showing up, they're gonna hit.
Yep. Yes, they are.
Also, I don't know if you saw my poll I posted in the chat a couple days ago.
Did you? I missed it.
Well, I think it was 2 weeks ago technically when I posted it. I pulled the new Uma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Simile Rudolph. I pull first pull.
There you go.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, let's go, baby. Yeah, that was fun. It's just like not having, especially because we had all those bonus carrots from this Cinderella Grey
and the Game Awards and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Check out Uma Musume. And I also really recommend the Flagrant Flower Blooms with Dignity.
Oh yeah, you did.
It is a really wholesome anime. If you're not an Unga Bunga shonen watcher, and you actually like a little bit of like character development and a little bit of romance, some wholehearted stuff. This is one of those shows. I'm getting full on diabetes from this show. It is very, very enjoyable to watch.
Good.
Okay, and the last one I have for the usual year-end review questions or topics, I guess. The upcoming things you're most excited for.
I have one thing that I am just praying and hoping and wishing comes out next year, and that's Digimon Elysian. The basically the mobile app that lets you play the card game.
Okay.
Fully. So I got into the beta and I played a ton of it, and I really, really like it. I think it's probably the reason I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh so much is because I just had more fun playing Digimon.
Okay.
And I am just waiting for this to come out. I don't even really know what's coming out next year that I have on my wish list that I would want super badly. But like, well, let me look because there's a few things. Okay, so Mouse PI for Hire obviously next year is coming out. That looks pretty good. Kero Quest we did the episode on.
Yes.
That looks fun. That's coming out next year. The Warhammer Survivors, the Warhammer Vampire Saviors.
Yeah.
Vampire Survivors.
Yep.
But that's really honestly. Oh, and Arms of God, the boomer shooter with the guy. Like the top down isometric boomer shooter.
Yeah, the one that we played at PAX. The one me, Tim, and Jack.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
So it's the survivor like basically.
Yep. That is that's on my list. But other than that, like number one is just Digimon Legion, so I can finally just start playing this game because it's hard. I hitched my wagon so much to Yu-Gi-Oh, and then it's like, man, Digimon's a lot more fun.
Yeah,
but I don't have anybody to play it with physically.
I get that.
So I just want to play it digitally now, and I just need it to come out so I have something to do. What about you?
So I've got a couple. I mean, basically at this point, go listen to the PAX episodes.
Yeah. Because
everything that I played last year and some the year before that still haven't come out. Looking forward to basically all of those. One that I am reminded of recently was Mariachi Legends. It is a 2D like Castlevania-like, basically.
Mariachi Legends?
Mariachi Legends, yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's Castlevania with a Mexican twist to it, basically. It looks really, really good. The art style's really cool. Looking forward to it. This one game I've been waiting for a little bit now. They Killed Your Cat.
Oh, yeah, no, they gotta die.
So this game, They Killed Your Cat, is basically John Wick simulator, and in the way of, have you ever played like the hand simulator games, or like they're kind of meant to be a little bit obscure and bad controlling.
Right.
Like you have to blink manually in this game and breathe manually in this game and walk You have to look down and hold W with one leg first to move one leg, and then the so on and so forth. Everything
funny.
is manual in this game.
That's pretty
But
funny.
it's basically John Wick, but extremely hard to do.
That is that's pretty funny.
Yeah, because you'd think, oh, this was like an action game. No, it is basically QWOP in first person.
What is the name of this game?
They Killed Your Cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it looks really funny and really dumb. Yeah, you literally everything is manual in this. Basically, it looks very funny, and I'm looking forward to that one still. There's one that I played this year. It was a demo. It was called Dead as Disco.
Okay.
It is basically Sifu to a soundtrack, or like any of like the action beat 'em up, not like third person action RPG ARPG games.
Yeah.
To a soundtrack.
Nice.
There's like, I'm sure this is gonna be way up your alley, Jeff. Look up Deadpool, Dead as Disco, Bye. It is like, it's perfect. Like in terms of like being like a very fun unga bunga punching game, but now it's a rhythm game.
Right.
Seems very much so up my alley, and I played the demo. Slay the Spire 2 got delayed.
Oh, nice. Well,
so
one positive is that you get to now enjoy it next year.
Yeah, I get to wait for it next year. I think they announced that for sure it's coming out next year. I think they confirmed that essentially. For everybody else, even though it got delayed, GTA 6.
Did you see that crazy ass Reddit post?
No.
So there was a crazy ass Reddit post that came across my timeline the other day. So basically, it's a person inside the
Oh
process.
wait, talking about how terrible the situation currently is within Rockstar,
and how the single player is completely done, but they're
Yeah.
just spending time on online because the suits want online to make them $1 bazillion again.
Here's the funny thing: regardless if it's not even that great, or it's just basically 5 again,
right? It's still
gonna make
money.
billions of dollars,
right?
But I understand, like, you have to go bigger, you have to go bolder. I get it.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. Yeah. So that's basically it. Is like, single players all done. They are putting like 70, 80 hours into online a week. It's crazy. Yeah.
I heard about it on like one of my other podcasts, but I haven't like delved into it myself yet.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a rumor.
No, yeah, it just popped up on my thing. So
that's it for next year. GTA 6, hopefully it comes out. Oh, speaking of which, we have to add on the predictions that our personal called shots earlier this year.
Oh God, yeah.
So what were we at? We were at 15 a pop, basically.
Yeah. 16 each.
16 each. Okay. So I had both you and I were wrong on this one, so it doesn't. So it's a wash. But we both called Metroid Prime 4 being a bundle or on day release for the Switch 2.
Oh well, damn.
We were hoping for one of them to be, kind of what they did for Legend of Zelda, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's where we first split. I threw out 4, by the way. You only threw out 3.
Okay.
But it's fine, whatever. I threw out new Kirby game because you saw the Sakurai rumor or him commenting on something. I said, what if we get a new Kirby game? I didn't specify what.
Right.
I was pretty broad.
But it's right. But you
I was right, and I was hyped for it.
Right.
Okay, so both. Okay, so here's another split for us. I called it GTA 6 delay.
Yeah.
You called it out. It's coming out this year.
Oh, all right. Well,
or 25 anyway. Yeah, it comes out 2026.
Right. Okay.
So that's a split there. I gain a point. I was wrong on this one though. No Silk Song. I thought Silk Song was getting delayed again.
Oh well, there you go.
And you also jumped on with me. No Silk Song.
I thought so for sure.
So 3 wrongs for you. 2 rights for me. So I win by 2.
Okay. So what do we do now?
Same thing as last year.
All right. All right. Great.
Yeah.
So
you have to spend money, but I have to get a gift.
You have to get another Clappin' Cheeks PVC character.
Whatever you want, any sort of figure. If you want to do like a plaque or a photo or something like that, it'd be whatever. Something like that.
All right.
Some sort of like cursed prize, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Perfect. Sounds good.
Because so you remember that one from Steve, right? The one up there, right in front of Ben. Yeah. So something like that. If you want to make it funny like that or whatever. Either way, the punishment is basically that loser has to get the win or something. That is all it is.
Or like those 2 guys sitting there on your...
Yeah, anything. So whatever you want to do.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, so
I already got you something nice.
Last year,
so.
yeah, you did. Thank you, I appreciate that. Last year we gave ourselves some time because we had no idea how we were gonna go about it.
Right.
This time now we kind of know. Okay, loser gives winner, whatever. There's like no real time frame because we're not doing this as like gift exchange or anything or whatever. It's just kind of like whenever it shows up, we will do a short little aside for it, and yeah, it'll be added to the collection of cursed shit in my room.
Sounds good.
And kind of like how we did for yours.
Sounds good. Yep.
So alternating. That's all we're doing.
Yep. I still have the Nicolas Cage ones.
You
I
do?
don't know. I don't know where the what's her face went, but
Okay.
I know Nicolas Cage was taken well care of.
Yeah, those are very funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got for the usual year in review questions or topics, I guess technically.
Yep.
Anything else you want to touch upon here before we wrap it up today?
Nope. Eagles go on in 4 minutes, so
there you go.
I'm gonna go.
And we're also gonna possibly visit our friend today since he's in town.
Yeah.
Why not, right? Okay, guys, thank you again so much for listening. We really appreciate the support all throughout the year from you guys. You know, again, we've been doing this for 3.5 years at this point now.
Yeah, man.
Guys, thank you so much for all of the support we've been receiving from all of you guys. Leave us a like, leave us a review, share us with a friend, and hope you guys had a good end of the holiday season and had a good new year. See you guys in the next year.
Happy New Year, everybody. See you later. Right, or you know, like those two guys sitting there on your clapping cheeks.